welcome to Two Fraudulent Dinosaurs. We have a special show this week, which is a day early because we have commitments this weekend. We are going to be going to Big Finish Day up in Derby. And basically, in order to catch up on our sleep beforehand, we're doing the show now.
Yeah.
Which makes perfect sense.
It does.
On the topic of Derby...
Yeah, what, Wenley Moore?
I wasn't in Derby today, but
Oh,
I was kind of in Derby today.
Okay.
Because it was pointed out to me that Wenley Moor, the location, is basically on my drive home.
Wenley Moor's in Derby?
Yes, but the location was in Guildford.
It's fairly obvious. I mean, it was a top secret establishment.
So anyway,
so you can imagine them lying about where it was put.
It's basically the exterior shot of Wenley Moor Research Base or nuclear, whatever it was, because obviously it was underground, doesn't it? In the story, the exterior shot is lots of kind of radio towers, and basically it's a transmission center on top of a ridge between Guildford and sort of Alton called the Hogsback. And I drive along it, and somebody pointed this out, and I saw the towers today for the first time because I was looking for them, and I went down a little road which should have led to them, but the little road that should have led to them is no longer a footpath. It's had bloody great mansions built on it, and it's like a housing estate. So I exfiltrated. I got out of there pretty quick because it was a gated community, and I didn't want armed guards to start shooting me. And I was going to take a photo of myself at Wenley Moor, you see, but I couldn't find it properly, and I didn't want to go back into the traffic because Guildford was rush hour. So anyway, I need to find a way to get there, and that was my story for the day.
This can be a new and glorious project. I think
that we have to do a location for every story we do.
Ooh, now that's pushing it.
How am I going to do Sea Base 4?
Just keep a finger in a glass of water whilst we watch the episode.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so tonight it's a very special treat tonight, actually. Dr. Sinister, tell us why it's a very special treat.
Doctor Who and the Silurians and the Cave Monsters is a 7-parter.
Yes.
And we originally started Two Fraudulent Dinosaurs doing 1 episode a week. Then we went to 2 episodes a week. And now, for the very first time, to account for the fact that it's got an odd number of episodes, we're doing 3 episodes tonight. Episodes 5, 6, and 7. But don't get spoiled. We're not doing this all the time.
Hang on. It's all right, This is the only time this is happening during the Silurian thing.
Yes, it is.
It is. Not quite entirely certain. Quite like the idea of doing Delgado Master Stories next.
We could do that, or we could do a Sontarathon.
The new name for Snickers. Chocolate. Right. Yeah, so 3 episodes tonight. We are watching on UK BritBox. We have episode 5 up and ready. We've gone past the BritBox BBC pretty logo thingy. And we're actually on Doctor Who. But we've stopped it right at the start. I have 23 minutes 56 seconds on my...
So do I. And BritBox also refer to this as Season 7, Episode 9.
Yeah, they're doing something similar with the Blu-rays in America. For example, it'll be the 4th Doctor Season 1, Season 2, Whereas, as we all know, it's Series 12, it's Series 13. Right, so we're going to sit here and talk over this for you all, because my life is very boring. That's the only reason. And I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, just hit the play button. All right? All right, just hit the play button. 3, 2, 1, go. Diamondy flames.
Stuttery music.
Ah, the staccato start. He looks a bit like a Silurian when the howl around's on him.
Oh.
Don't think anyone has ever said that before.
Wrong. Sorry, I've got horribly wrong with my timings here.
Oh, right.
How many seconds are you on?
I'm on 31.
Okay.
Good on.
I was mucking with the volume and I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. It's Major Baker Barker. Oh, dear. Oh, you can tell that it's colorized, can't you? And from an older process, yes. Older process than they used.
Is this the one where they got the color out of the dots? Or was that another one?
I think the original thing.
Or is this the one where they merged the US print onto the black and white?
I think that's more like it. Mind you, they did that with the demons, and it didn't look as good as this. No, the first one from the Chromadot thing, if I remember rightly, it's episode 3 of Planet of the Daleks. And it was a one-episode test.
Yeah.
Look at the little mushroom men. Oh dear. Right, we've got to do digging acting, but we can't damage the set.
Yeah.
I do love this period of Lethbridge Stewart when he's not a buffoon. It's the 3 Doctors that did it for him. It really was.
Fairly sure that's Chroma.
his own ad lib, and pretty damn good as well, to be fair.
Fairly sure that's Chroma Key.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now it's Avon.
It is. Yep.
Teleport up.
Yeah, just beam us to the other side.
Now, luckily, apart from the whole air situation, everyone there will keep a cool, calm head. They're trained unit soldiers.
Of course.
Yep. And none of them are going to start panicking and using up air. It's Geoffrey Palmer. We love Geoffrey Palmer. We also love Liz Shaw. And then there's Peter.
Oh, really?
I love Peter Miles. I love his performances. He's the best henchman Doctor Who ever had.
I think so.
Do you remember what I was saying last week about the different officials and politicians that turn up during a lot of Malcolm Hulke's stories, actually? Mm-hmm. Masters here, he's actually, he means business. He's not interested in himself.
Do you think Malcolm Hulke had a problem with authority?
Possibly. But remember, all right, yes, he was a communist, but he also wrote a criticism of the left in Invasion of the Dinosaurs. Not that Poetry Doctor Who was ever political, according to Terence.
No. The whole Peladon thing was nothing to do with the EEC or anything like that.
I'm terribly sorry. Solos? Days of Empire? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Apartheid? Exactly. What?
Yeah.
Oh, moaning. We've got moaning on the screen.
Uh-oh. Would you mind giving me a time check on your minutes, please?
It's normally me who has to do this. I'm 407. 409.
407.
Gasping.
Okay. Right.
Okay,
I've got the Brigadier sitting on the ground being interrogated, apparently.
Yeah, well, he's now walking up to a private who's gasping.
Yes.
And it's Robbins. It's Private Robbins, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Applause for Private Robbins. He needs to be sent to the Zen Brigade at Aylesbury.
Yep.
I know my history. I love the fact that Master just comes and takes charge. No nonsense.
He's not mucking around. He's got a reputation. He's probably angling to be Prime Minister or something.
I'm not sure. Hang on. He is a member of Parliament in this, isn't he? He's not a civil servant. No, he's the permanent Undersecretary. Permanent Secretary. That does sound suspiciously civil service.
Okay, maybe in that case, he's not angling to be Prime Minister.
He wants to be Sir Humphrey Appleby. Except, unfortunately, he's too much of a straight talker.
He wants to be the permanent Over-Secretary.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Miss Dawson's having one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liz, you're blending in with the curtains, love.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Dawson's got fabulous hair.
It's not up to Barbara Wright standards.
No, but if you stuck them together, you'd be trouble getting them apart.
Well, Barbara's hair would eat Miss Dawson's hair alive. As a scientist, what have you discovered about this weapon? It's K2, everybody! Keeps leaping out and attacking people.
The device has a certain ingenuity.
It is a fitting weapon for apes. I love Peter Halliday's voices. And I do love the original Silurian masks. Yeah, I know they're a little bit immobile and whatever, but
I just...
it works for me.
They're expressive, but why do aliens have to do this when they talk to each other to show which one's talking?
That's a particular class you take at RADA. And directors, also the BBC. Remember the BBC directors course? They had a whole week on getting actors to do that. Sort of giving them the correct notes to adjust their performance.
I only lasted a day on that course.
Ah, why?
I was in the wrong room.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
No, neither was I. That just came out of my mouth. I don't really know how.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
So Masters is convinced that, yes, there's definitely something in the caves and it's reptile men. And whether Director Lawrence probably doesn't think that.
We should retcon this where Masters is the master.
Bit of an obvious one, even for him, isn't it? Now we find out a little bit about what's happening with the Silurians.
Yes. Why they buggered off.
Background, yeah, exactly. Nice idea. The moon being laid?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. That... No.
No, you're right. It is the proper moon until Koenig steals it. Then it's an egg. I want to know where he got that egg from. I'm sorry. Victor Bergman, I suspect. It's probably one of Helena's.
The only thing is he wanted to fertilise Helena's eggs.
Okay. Having bad mental images.
Well, they were married anyway in real life.
Well, yes, there is that. It's just Helena's hips. Dear God.
I just wonder every time Koenig came into the house and said, "Honey, I'm home," did he have to smear his eyes with Vaseline? So she was in constant soft focus.
Oh, you're on fire tonight. Well, this is good. I can sit back and relax. I don't have to do any work. That would be the most terrible war. I'm going to try and find that version of Do I Know It's Christmas, where it was the Third Doctor and Joe, which was... I did it, and it was absolutely dreadful, but I thought it was funny at the time.
Now, here's an interesting question.
Yes.
It's this story, but it's with Joe and not Liz Shaw.
Mankind's doomed.
Extrapolate.
Mankind is doomed. All the way up to the point where the plague strikes. Liz is able to work out from his notes what the formula is. Jo wouldn't have a fucking clue.
She would have blown her nose on it.
Yeah, probably. Or opened a door on a draft, made it go under a table so nobody saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Jo to pieces, but Liz Shaw is something special.
Liz was something special indeed.
And I just love the fact her daughter is doing brilliantly with Big Finish. She's really channeling her mother. She's doing a great job. Oh, pretty pictures! Do 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 do.
And we see Avon's got his hat off.
Yep. Just looking at the hair. Oh dear. He's got the strangling disease.
He has.
No, painting, not panting.
Yeah, just leave it. Just leave him to it. I would.
You got to admit, Lethbridge Stewart went through a lot of captains that first year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was,
I mean, you had Turner from The Invasion. You had Munro. Well, all right. This complete and utter plank. Just he gets, as Paul Darrow used to call it, Silurianized. And then they think, I don't think we're going to have any captains for the moment, so they give it all to Benton for a couple of episodes.
So I was driving home tonight, and I had all my music on shuffle, and one of the ballads of Sergeant Benton came on.
Oh no!
It was The Lady in Red, particularly awful version.
You see, that's the problem I've got when we're going to be driving back from Big Finish. We've got to work out the hierarchy, the music hierarchy, and I hate to say it, even though it's my car, because Adam's driving.
Oh, and I don't get to say at all. I appreciate this.
It's either going to be the ballads of Sergeant Benton, the Secret Service Orchestra play James Bond, and my God, they're dreadful. Not dreadful in a funny way like the Portsmouth Symphonia, just bad. And then there's what's the other one he's normally? Oh yes, there'll be the best of Nimoy and Shatner chucked up in there as well.
I'll tell you what else I like about Silurians is they argue amongst themselves.
Yeah, they're a proper culture.
Yeah.
Once again, it's a Malcolm Help script. It's not black and white. There are shades of grey with everyone.
Exactly.
So this is apparently is the international sign language for shades of grey.
No, it makes perfect sense to me. Are you doing light grey at the top or dark grey at the top?
Oh, light grey, I think, because when it's darker, you can't see.
And I suppose the grey would sink, wouldn't it? So that makes perfect sense.
Oh, whirring's happening, according to the subtitles.
Uh-oh.
Beep, beep, boop,
Young
beep, beep.
Silurian.
We're going to give you something really nice.
Yeah, it's a present. Uh-oh. Kind of, do not kill it.
Well, hang on. I think you're a little ahead of me now.
I probably am. I'm winging it now. I'm winging it.
I'm 1320.
I've been winging it for a while.
You're doing well. I'm very impressed. Ooh, fighting rubber. Difficult job for both actors. To be fair.
Tell me when you get to the dinosaur bit.
Now!
Right. I mean, it's a crappy shot because the image is moving.
Like I say, every week we've been doing this. Barry Letts regretted what happened. You know, we didn't need a man in a dinosaur suit. We only needed a puppet, a rod puppet. And oh, look at Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Intense. And be careful what you wish for. He got Invasion of the Dinosaurs. There, I've said it for this episode. That's it. I don't need to worry about it anymore.
It's fine.
Yes, stare at the phone, Liz. That's going to happen. Oh, he's of this Apod Beeblebox persuasion. Send a drink down to her. Check on the others.
Yeah. Miss Dawson's looking a bit sweaty.
That's a matter of opinion. Do you know what? I don't think she's long for this world.
Who, Miss Dawson?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's a very cynical attitude.
Well, for a start, if she survives this, she's very obviously been a traitor.
Yes. Yes.
So, there's a very good chance she'll be locked up in the glass house. More fairy stories, Brigadier. There's only one time I've seen Lethbridge Stewart really at a loose end. That's it. He's never, it's too much. And that's Web of Fear after the, was it Euston? The battle he had. And he came in, all these men were dead, and he was just shattered. But since then, he's not had that sort of reaction. But it's a very naturalistic one.
After that,
possibly. You will wait here, good old Peter Halliday. Whirring.
Indeed.
Battery packs on that must have been heavy.
Oh, I've got buzzing now.
I've got a fly on my monitor. Oh, now I've got buzzing as well. I think they're connected.
Mm.
Now the doctor's trying to catch the fly. Up and to your right, you old fool.
Oh, dear.
Oh, this isn't good, is it? Oh, hang on a second. I seem to recall that as from an illustration from the book.
Indeed. Yes. His neck looked a bit weird. It's a scarf, isn't it? It kind of looks a bit odd. Wake up, old chap. You're fine.
Slight itchy hand, but aside from that...
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow.
Come on, you can do this. You can do this. You can go and spread that plague.
Yes. Do your duty to Silurian and country.
I have to wonder how feasible the Doctor's plan is. The Silurians living in places man can't.
Well,
I just got a thing come up.
You could get a good economy going between the two.
I just got a thing come up. Dark Panther Slayer. Hello, Dark Panther Slayer.
Wow, we got a viewer.
They're not in the list of viewers, but hello, whoever you are.
How many Dark Panthers have you slain today?
I don't know. In case you're wondering, we're doing a commentary.
I've slain 3.
We're doing a commentary for the last 3 episodes of Doctor Who and the Silurians. Oh, well done, you. One of our friends is from upstate New Jersey. Upstate New Jersey. We're in the UK. Hang on a second. I've got to keep commentating on this.
Indeed.
I will come back to chat, though. I still can't remember if this is Morka or Oakdale.
Oh,
is that terrible of me?
Wasn't Oakdale the one that was living in the house that that the Doctor now owns?
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, he has those deeds. Watch last week if you want to find out why. Yeah, he was the young Silurian.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, don't go near Major
Barker.
Whatever.
I love the way Pertwee does this when he comes in a moment. It's the way he points. You, sir, are very ill.
Do you think there's any deliberate echoing of the Silurians' 3 eyes with the helmets with the light?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, wait for it. The point's going to happen. Oh, camera had a bit of fun moving there. There you go. Look. It's the point.
Good delivery.
Looks a bit sweaty, if you ask me.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
You don't actually have the authority to place him under arrest, love. Look at it, man!
Oh,
It's all gone a bit pear-shaped.
it's all got a bit much for
Yeah.
Baker Barker.
Poor Baker Barker. Again, they're arguing. Well, as Gary Gillett would call it, squabbling rubber. Oh, his blog's brilliant. He's included a load of his old DWM reviews for DVDs. The one about the mutants is just pant-wettingly funny. Deciding that would be a lot better if Serverland turned up in episode 5. With a squad of mutoids.
That would be amazing.
And who is this? Who indeed, Supreme Commander?
Executed immediately.
Oh, that's the old man gone. And he's had a chance to wash and brush up.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously a terrible emergency. Edward Masters, there we go. We got his whole thing. Ooh,
oh God, no!
Dear.
He's gone to the hospital.
Did nobody think to quarantine the base?
Yeah,
it's Boris Johnson's government.
It's because the doctor was off having a shower. That's why.
And only to make sure he was up to Madge Arwill's standards. Always remember, she's at the root of everything.
He was there at the creation of the universe. That's when it started to go wrong.
Oh, poor Dr. Lawrence. He's finished.
He's been stitched
absolutely
right up.
Finished. Oh, easily, yes. But to be perfectly honest with you, the way he's been behaving, he's not quite rational.
He's passionate about his job.
He's passionate, but this is just beyond him now. He can't understand what's happening. Beffy!
Wenley Hospital. Oh. Brigadier's in the car again.
Oh dear.
Happy.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, very dear. Do you know what I reckon this is? I reckon this is the first one. What do you reckon?
I think he's dead. You're right. The first one.
It was the first one. Who would have thunk it? Scream! Right, boys and girls. That's
Is our person still in chat?
I've no idea. I'll come back and have a look in a second. That's part 5. We're now going to move on to part 6. Not immediately. Not immediately. We're going to give you all time to set up in case you had to have a break and this, that, and the other. Let's have a look at chat. Right. The voice on the right. Possibly me. Great Scott. You see, that was me saying it in a proper British way. Great Scott. Rather than Great Scott. But that's more pertwee. I can see where you're coming from, Dark Panther Slayer. I can. All right, so moving on to episode 6, the penultimate episode. I got to use a big word. I'm special.
What do we think is going to happen? I think
it's going to be grim. I do. I think there will be grimness. And the Crumhorn. Put the two together and what have you got? Dear. Now, I think it might be this episode, but the Brigadier takes a phone call from James Stevens from the Daily Chronicle. Those of you that have read Who Killed Kennedy will...
long time ago.
I just finished reading it again. I do enjoy it. I love it the way Virgin really did try to tie the continuity together and make some sense out of it. It's, yeah. Right then. So, episode 6. Or, as it says on BritBox, Series 7,
Season
Episode
7,
10.
Episode 10, with 24:15 on the clock.
That is what I have. Again, we'll do the
This
usual
time,
countdown.
I will not mess up the timing, and I will leave the volume control alone.
Bless your little cotton socks. That's all I can say. 3, 2, 1, go! Diamond flames.
So, was this just another howl-around
Yes.
thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
And it was filmed in black and white because colour just wasn't doing it. So all this is tinting and shading and colour cells put over the film and whatever.
It's a very high-def picture of Pertwee that comes up there, isn't it?
It is. It's Feel the Power of Pertwee. Feel it!
Right, Episode 6.
Yes. Oh, right, okay.
Oh, here we go again.
Indeed.
I'm going to have to find out where this was filmed. It might not be there anymore.
I'm just trying to remember if there's a location, a there and now location thing on the Doctor Who Silurians DVD.
Let's have a look. Might be.
The first one again.
I know there's a high street scene, which is actually the high street was in Godalming, which I could also go to.
I drove past Godalming last night, and Guildford, because
Every time
you
I
get onto the
hear the name
M25.
Every time I hear the name Guildford, I think of Ford Prefect, who was not from Guildford after all.
Oh, strange that. Lethbridge Stewart and Unit's infamous gun policy, which includes a certain shoot-to-kill policy.
Well,
No, it's Greyhound leader. Come on, Alistair, get it right. And this is stuff Pertwee must have loved doing. You know, wearing proper science uniform and doing everything. You'll notice when he does stuff like this in lots of different stories, he's very precise. For example, if you give somebody an injection, say in the Sea Devils, as we'll see, the arm goes up, he swabs things, he does it all.
How many stories have we seen the Doctor being a scientist like this? There you go. That's your question of the evening.
That's going to take a little time whilst I'm trying to concentrate on this.
He can't look when she's doing the injection though. He's a bit squeamish.
Broad-spectrum antibiotics. Are you quite certain that's wise for a Time Lord?
Well,
tell me you chuck some aspirin in there.
That's going to kill him. Allegedly.
No, I do believe it was radiation.
Yes.
Miss Dawson, she's gone. Bye-bye, Miss Dawson.
Oh.
Actress has not been paid for this episode.
No.
Oh, dear. Let's just quickly check chat. There we go. He's very good with that swagger stick, isn't he?
It's good to have a prop when you're an actor.
You can do business with it, yes. Very much so.
Oh, now it's under his arm. Where it should be.
He's training it to like being where he puts it.
Probably stinks.
Him or the swagger stick? Okay. Oh dear, nobody thought of that, did they? See, Boris Johnson, all over. Oh, Alistair.
So occasionally I'm seeing lines across the screen.
Yes, so am I.
Is that an artifact of the merging?
I believe it might be, but I am not an expert, and I'll happily be proven wrong. We're at King's Cross.
And we're in film.
Back in
And
film
you haven't
land.
shut the door. I remember those trains.
I used to like the ones where you actually had proper compartments. And the seating, it was spring seating, so it was really comfortable.
Mm.
Now, this is where we're going to have to start playing Spot the Doctor Who production team member.
I'm also getting Survivors vibes from this.
Yes, yep. Or indeed real life over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Look at that van. What a lovely little van.
I know. I remember vans like that. I'm so old. Oh, he's going to get a bit wonky. Yep, he's gone wonky. I actually do that quite a bit when I'm walking around. I'm trying to spot Terrence Dicks.
Oh. Is he definitely in it?
I think practically everybody they could get their hands on is. In fact, there was a bit of a hoo-ha with Equity because they didn't use Equity members. They just used production team. I think it's a bit later when there's a lot of bodies lying around. Now, obviously, I'm sorry, boys, we haven't told you yet, but we're under quarantine. You can't leave.
Yeah. Hope you told your family.
Mm-hmm. However, we will be ambushing you with a cake.
Also, can I just say, 2 meters, guys, 2 meters.
I know. What about masks? The masks.
Masks.
Ah, the Omen. Heroes for our time. I wonder what that actually is. Is that a thing they've just cobbled together, or is it an actual thing that is probably a bit out of date now? And so they managed to get hold of it.
It's an actual microscope with a camera in it, I think.
Would you mind pissing off?
Yeah.
You see, if that had been Sergeant Arthur Wilson, it would have been, would you mind awfully pissing off? Oh, dear.
You're a murderer, man.
Yeah, you'll regret it come blood heat.
I'm the leader now.
How does that work? Is it,
Yeah.
I mean, are they so sophisticated that they choose their leadership by, well, if you kill the guy in charge, you're in charge?
It's a Klingon thing.
Yeah, it could be right there.
I mean, he's saying it to himself because he's trying to convince himself.
He's a bit nutty, yeah.
I mean, any one of them can kill any one of the others. They've all got the weapon things in their eyes.
Indeedy doodly. Oh, I said that out loud. That's brilliant. Awesome. Look at that.
Yeah.
They can key in CSO on their equipment.
They can, and the camera, the image they get is exactly the same as the camera angle we saw before.
Well, what that does is it tunes into the actual broadcast of this in our universe to tell them. But they can't get ahead of it because of some Splinovich limitation effect. There you go. They can't get ahead of it to find out what's about to happen. This is not Spaceballs.
It's the chrono viewer thingy from Out of the Unknown.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, he's just not accepting reality, is he?
But he's got dressed, especially. He's put his jacket on there. He's trying to be Mr. I'm in charge.
Well, if you listen to what he's saying, he's either a very right-wing Tory or a right-wing American.
Yeah. Wow.
Dr. Lawrence, it's quite clear that the disease exists. No, you're all lying. And it's interesting. Look at Peter's face. There's a certain more relaxed thing to it because he's sorted it out in his head.
Yeah,
what's going on?
He thinks he knows what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. The Daily what? Daily Chronicle. It's James Stevens on the other end. Oh no, it's not. Not yet. Anyway. Yes, I know London's a big place. Really?
Ticket collector who's now dead.
Yeah. I
And
think
the
he's
taxi
about... No,
driver.
he's not dead yet. He's about to collapse. Dun, 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 da, da, da. Sorry, that was a shortened version of the theme tune, but I didn't think they'd be long enough for
There
it.
should have been a pile of cardboard boxes in the road.
Damn straight. Should have been... You forgot your change, Governor. Oh, good, good,
no.
oh, good diseased acting. Look at that. She's dead. He's dead.
I mean, she's dead, he's dead, they're all dead.
They're all dead. He died first. Sorry, are we playing reactions to the Dad's
dead.
Army opening credits?
But the dead person. Yeah.
I hate to say this, love. Things are about to go a little bit pear-shaped for you.
I hate to say, but the CSO on that last shot was a bit wonky.
However, would we have noticed back then? Smaller CRT, colour televisions.
65 lines.
625 lines, yes. I mean, back in the day, I'd be watching this in black and white. I think the first Doctor Who story I saw in colour was Face of Evil. And even then, only one episode. I had to wait for my mother to remarry before we got colour telly. Ah, Sergeant Hart. Yet another person who basically... Alistair is having trouble basically keeping hold of men, isn't he?
He is.
He is.
They don't have time for this crap.
No, quite frankly. Well, one thing I've never noticed is a naffy break. It gets brought up in the invasion, in episode 2 of the invasion, and then they never get to the naffy again.
So, question.
Yes.
The cave scenes.
Yes.
Better in this or better in Caves of Androzani?
Oh, that's difficult. The problem with all cave sets, is the floor.
Yes. Too even.
And that, to a certain extent, was Androzani's main problem. Whereas here, they've made an effort to put down gravel and this, that, and the other. The main problem is that it's actually got light, which it shouldn't have. Oh my God, look at him. Look at all that sandwich paste. That's all he's going to do. He's going to sit there and make sandwiches.
Wow.
Don't just sit there, man. Get on with it.
It's a lot of drugs.
Apparently it's every known drug known to mankind known.
Yeah, right. I bet I could see more in Boots. Does it have the stuff that does athlete's foot?
I should think so. I need to know more about its effect. Well, people die, Doctor.
Yes, of course.
Of course. And there we go. He's now looking like John Paul from Quatermass. Doomwatch. Oh, am I mixing? Oh, nose!
Uh-oh. Now we're full-on survivors.
Yeah.
Why
I'll shut up now.
are they all dying so quickly and Masters isn't dead?
People have different lots of resistance. For example, you got asymmetric.
I thought you were about to say people have
Asymmetric. You get asymmetric carriers.
And people have different settings.
Yeah.
I think I just saw him collapse on an issue of Private Eye.
Yes. Yeah, that was going back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. Now we're going to get it.
Oh. Nice dissolve.
I know. Time is passing.
Indeed. It's a montage.
Yes. Yes, it is. And oh, very dear.
He's looking a
he
bit
didn't
scabby.
sign the no Rice Krispies clause on the contract. Seriously, if I got offered a part in Doctor Who, I'd insist on there being no Rice Krispies stuck to my face.
What about Special K?
Oh, that's a lot healthier. Don't see much about Special K nowadays.
No, you don't.
And we're down.
Oh, he's really making a meal out of this death scene.
Yeah, but fair dues to the man. Well done, sir.
Round of applause.
Indeed.
Doesn't he die pretty quickly in The Mutants?
Oh, Jeffrey Palmer?
Yeah.
Yes, first episode.
Yeah.
I don't think he comes back until Voyage of the Damned.
Only the Doctor have been around to solve COVID.
Look at Pertwee. He's loving this.
Yeah.
Trying to make it look as convincing as possible.
You wouldn't get a scene like this in modern Doctor Who.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. Not certainly not an extended version.
No.
The drugs are so new they don't even know what they do. What?
Yeah.
Surely you produce a drug with an aim in mind.
Yes. You're not just going to throw a bunch of chemicals together.
What could possibly go wrong?
I believe that was how they came up with Viagra. It was meant to treat something else, and it had an unfortunate side effect that they then said, hey, this is good.
And then bought shares in their own company. It's like my mother when the AIDS epidemic started.
So that microscope has a bloody big camera in the top of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a proper piece of equipment.
That's interesting for the BBC to have.
Probably rented
my
it.
mum, when the AIDS epidemic started, my mum's first thought was to take out shares in Durex. And she did.
Oh, by the way, I'm not a share expert, but if you're watching this fairly close to transmission, if you've got Netflix shares, you might want to dump them now.
If you're still with Sonny and share, they don't last. I'm just saying. What was the government saying? The BBC should be more like Netflix?
Huh.
Hands off our BBC.
Indeed. Imagine all that we would have lost if we hadn't had the BBC.
Yeah. And imagine the state this country would have been in without the NHS.
Indeed.
Okay, politics over. For the moment.
A37 in the presence of Z19.
Z19, yes, that's a Z for our American viewers.
Yes.
Eureka! He's going to say that at some stage. He's bound to.
Yeah, but he needs to really turn his back to watch that wall behind him.
No, nothing could possibly happen. I mean, for a start, the door's shut. And it's not as if there's going to be some sort of loud radiophonic noise that would give the game away.
Of course not. That would be ludicrous.
And then 3 minstrels with crumb horns.
Oh, moaning.
She's feeling a bit dizzy. Yes, keep using lots and lots of antibiotics. There's no way we'll get used to that.
No. I don't know why you.
I was going to say, why are you putting a coat underneath a dead man's head?
And whilst you're on the phone, Brigadier, why don't you ask about some new uniforms? Because those are awful.
I like these uniforms. I'm sorry, but I do. It made them distinct, which, all right, fair enough. A top secret military thing, but... Oh, he's going to jump on the table like a little monkey man.
Oh, my God.
He didn't sign the Rice Krispie clause either.
I've had enough of you.
He's going to jump on the table. You watch. Little monkey man, jump on the table. Go on, Peter. Give it. His whole world has come crushing down around him.
My career's in ruins and Davros isn't talking to me.
Quite frankly, your views are unimportant.
Bring the prisoners.
Do you know, we could do a commentary for Genesis of the Daleks every week.
Yeah.
It'd be mostly the same every time, but we'd do it.
all of your military rubbish.
I'm in charge of this place. Screaming. Well, are you going? There you go. I'm on the table.
Oh, God. He does mad quite well.
He's superb, isn't he? Look at that.
Oh, now he's having a heart attack. Oh, and he's dead.
I don't know. Is it a heart attack or is it the disease? What is going on over there, Trixie? That's not Trixie, okay, it's one of the cats. That's your Charlotte, that is. Oh, look, it's Cadbury's Caramel.
It's the Nestine consciousness.
Eureka! I told you.
Indeed. He does phone acting very well.
Yes, quite frankly. Get out a bigger map.
That's fine. The French can have it. Uh-oh. That was a hell of an entrance.
You can't come through a door naturally. Possibly
Get me
music.
to...
It's just not enough detail on the Silurian base to make it interesting. Which is a shame considering the effort the script goes to make, to give them a culture of their own. Okay. Using the power of their brains.
Yep.
It's a good trick if you can do it.
They've just eaten lots of Weetabix. That's where the energy's coming from.
I think you're right. Oh, I bought some bananas for Saturday.
Right.
Slow release energy for the day.
Ah.
Look at me being sensible and growing up.
It's a very even and nice doorway they've made there.
Oh, it's non-speaking extra number 57.
Oh, now it's an episode of Angels. Do you remember Angels?
Mm-hmm. Beep, beep. Da, 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 da.
Yep. More of that next.
Look, the fact
time.
we're very old is, quite frankly, the whole reason behind this show. All right? Poor old Sergeant at Heart. Well, there's another one gone. Scobie's going to be bloody furious. Ah, here we go. James Stevens from the Daily Chronicle.
Ethridge Stewart. The Daily what?
I'll tell you how he got hold of that number. He got given it by somebody. Someone leaked.
I think he read the script.
Oh, too ordinary. He's got a complicated
formula
to transcribe.
Doctor's thinking now, who's humming?
What flavour sandwich shall I have this time?
Now, don't worry. Yes, the wall is on fire.
This has been very good.
Why does he pull the bowl?
Happening.
Why does he pull the bowl a little bit towards himself there?
It's something to do. A bit of business. Beep boop boop beep boop boop beep boop boop. Oh, good face.
Well,
Pertwee does give good face.
I mean,
let's be honest here.
I always have a problem with his mental psychic attack face.
It's a little bit gurney, isn't it?
It is a bit gurney.
Right, we're going on to the next episode. Again, we're going to take a pause for a second and line it up. Sin, I'm on 2255.
So am I. Season 7, episode 11.
Yep, so the 7th episode of Doctor Who and the Doctor Who and the Silurians and the Cave Monsters.
Indeed, and that'll be the last time we have to say that, probably.
Do you know something? I'm going to miss it.
Yeah.
These things are so transient, so passing. They just...
Yes, but the future historians have them.
What good does that do me? They're in the
future. You're immortal. You're immortal.
Not technically immortal.
Kind of immortality.
I'd have been lying there being eaten by the cats for several days before...
But you won't feel any of that.
Well, no, that is true. But
you'll just feel the crushing pain as your brain explodes from lack of oxygen. The cat-eating thing comes afterwards.
Hang on. Are you saying I'm going to die of a heart attack?
I didn't say heart attack. You said heart attack. I'm not the one saying heart attack. Why are you saying heart attack?
Because on my 40th birthday, my father sat me down and said, "Congratulations, by the way, there's a history of heart disease in our family. Thought you should know." Cheerful,
Right.
huh? Right. So, episode 7. Will Doctor Who win?
It's not looking likely, is it?
No, it's looking bad now.
I mean, we all know that this is the last ever story of Doctor Who.
Yes.
It ended after this.
There was no planet there. Well, no life on the planet. No reptile. No, mammalian life. Oh, I said mammalian. Oh, wow. Are you ready then, Sin?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, beautiful diamond flames.
Seen that before somewhere.
That always reminds me of the RAF's logo.
Here's high def Pertwee.
Yeah. With his Capaldi Season 8 hair.
Yes. He's predicting the future.
Yeah, I just love the way Capaldi copied Pertwee all the way through. It was wonderful. It was subtle, but it was well done.
Right, look. Oh no, is he going to do it? Right, watch the bowl.
I'm watching.
Don't stop watching the bowl. It's on a reverse shot in a minute.
Yeah.
Why? Why does he do this? Hang on. It's coming up in a minute. There you go. What? Watch. Why?
Do you not fiddle with things on your desk as you're doing things? Cooey! Oh, very dear. Ah! It's Private Blank.
Hit me, Hawkins.
Oh, looks like he's going to be all right then.
Hooray. Totally effective. Oh, yes. And no one has any side effects whatsoever, apart from the blood clots.
You weren't supposed to mention that. Oh, poor old Captain... Oh, no, it's not Captain Hawkins. It is Captain Hawkins. Is it Captain Hawkins? No, it's not.
It's not armed.
No. Bit rude, isn't it?
Quickly, get the smeg
He's
out
at a
of
mushroom cosplaying convention and... pulsating.
Right. So, how are they sealing the door? What with?
They changed the very molecular structure of the air.
Okay. All right. I don't believe it, but I'm going to go with it.
Blue police box, bigger on the inside, travels in space and time. If you can take that, you can take the rest.
Easily done. I can make one of those.
Oh, that's what you think, sir. Yeah, he's run into a problem, all right.
Yeah.
I know there's Captain Hawkins.
Oh, here we go.
Now, notice he does not hold the gun like he does in Blake 7. There's no...
No.
Well, now. It's modern art, love. Either that or the boneless have turned up from Flatline. Hey, you, give me a hand. Ooh, he's got another major. Bloody hell. That's interesting.
Must have the formula.
I never see a major in Mind of Evil.
I'm feeling a bit bereft in this episode because I can't do any more. Oh, really?
Oh, I think we can. I think we should. Frankly. However, I'm not sure you want to hear my views.
Your views are not important.
Thank you. Now, which one was it? Come along, Joe. You find out. She'd have knocked fungus on it or something.
I mean, she's immediately shuffled the papers. That's not helpful.
No.
Well, just do all the formulas and see which ones have the least deaths and blood clots.
That's a very Moderna view of you. Glass? What?
Private Upton.
Glass? He called him Glass.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't.
I'm glad you did, because I was wondering.
Is that a miss? Is that a miss?
It is BritBox.
Glass.
I've
What could-
not.
what-
Unless
that line have
Neil
been?
Perryman has done something to do with this.
I
and
know
it's
what that
Philip
line
Glass.
was.
Yes.
I know what the line was. It was us.
Well, that took you a long time. Now, apparently, he's down here for 3 days, and on the third day, they come in and kill him.
Fair enough.
Gone to blood heat, anyway.
Can you remember why?
They were just sick to death of him. Can you imagine having Pertwee in the cage moaning about wanting to get back to his brand new cottage?
I just remember they find the TARDIS.
Yeah, that's in Westminster. That's in the unit labs in Westminster.
Yeah, but they've lost the TARDIS or something, and so they go back and they use this one.
Yeah.
Don't they?
For a little bit, up until Happy Endings. But that's in an alternate universe, so that's all right then.
It is.
Fair dues. Paul Dye's a good choice to play a captain here. In fact, I prefer him to Yates.
Oh God, Yates is a smarmy bastard. I've never been fond of Yates.
Okay. We are talking the character, not the wine lodge, yeah?
Yeah.
What other means are you going to do? All right, we'll strip the atmosphere.
Well, just get some nukes. The disperser.
I took out the fuse.
They're very.
Come on. They seem nervy. I'm going to be honest with you.
They do. Bit jittery. Maybe they should just chill out.
They've been chilling out for the past few million years.
That would be a good Doctor Who story. Aliens are busy wrecking another civilization. The Doctor turns up and says, "Why don't you guys just chill out?" And that's the end of it.
Got Jeff Bridges as the Doctor.
Dudism.
Yeah. I'm an ordained minister. I can conduct weddings. No one's ever asked me to conduct a wedding. No one's ever asked me to be a bridesmaid.
Careful, there's an antidote here, man.
Oh, dear.
He's waking people up, isn't he? I remember now, yes. Or things, not people. Things.
Oh, dear. Well, that's it. You're screwed.
Yeah, might as well go back to sleep.
Yep. Just go on, get your head down.
Yeah. Another million years.
It's not like your eye bogies are going to turn into horrible monsters.
They don't have that. They don't have that.
That's
problem.
a nice touch. The little bits of the rock wall there.
Yeah.
Just to remind you that you're underground.
Yeah.
And apparently they don't have stairs.
Well, that's a health and safety violation for a start.
Quite so. Plus, it's ableist.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's reverse ableist, actually.
No, it's.
Oh, hello, a moment. What's happening here?
Base is exclusively operated by people in wheelchairs.
Is there any Dalek base you care to mention?
Oh, here comes Avon.
It's going to be Silurianized. Whatever he called it.
Where he comes in and says, "Have you betrayed us?
Have you betrayed me?" Bang.
Oh dear.
Killed him pretty sharpish, didn't they?
Yeah, they're not hanging about.
That's
Right,
not
get
good.
on with it, man.
You know, it's the first two stories of Pertwee. He's stuck in essentially a nursing gown, a white nursing gown.
I just saw lots of men in white uniforms falling to the ground, and I immediately thought Genesis of the Daleks for some reason.
Have you no pity? Oh, they've got a thing.
They have got a thing. Is this the disperser?
I think that might be the disperser.
It's not very big, is it?
I need to know what it does so I know, what I'm supposed to do. It's a molecular disperser. See, I told you about the walls. I have a... no.
So, another race that wants to change the atmosphere were the Zygons, also made of rubber.
Yes, yeah, I'm spotting a theme.
Yes, very much so.
The Van Allen belt. I remember learning about that in
gone?
primary school.
We'll all be a bit
Got
screwed.
very confused with the Van Allen generator. If you're actually interested, first of all, the novelisation of this is absolutely superb. But also, if you can get hold of the new adventure, Blood Heat, it shows a world where the Silurians won.
Yep. Got a very good cover, if I recall. Jim Mortimer, was it?
Jim did his own... he wrote it. He did his own version of the cover, but didn't... No. Somebody else did in the end. Very, very good book. Oh, now Pertwee's being manly.
Oh, yeah. He's got his tattoos out.
Yep. Damned Corsair.
Maybe when the Time Lords forced the regeneration, they gave him a used body.
Well, some people have called it a Time Lord prison mark.
That's a nice touch. I like that.
I still say he got drunk one night and the Corsair came along. Or the Buccaneer. Oh no, it couldn't have been the Buccaneer.
So again, drawing on what I think I said the first couple of episodes, this set is like a Troughton story.
Yes.
And this scene is like the end of a Troughton story.
Yes.
Where everybody's in the main set and things are happening.
Yes, I'm totally with you on that.
I mean, I'm even getting 10th Planet vibes from this, you know?
I love the 10th Planet. I really do. I don't like your face, Grandad. Did he just say now you should be getting enough power now? Probably going mad. Nick from Top of the Pops.
Oh, I can see a microphone.
Shush.
Okay. Did you see it?
No. Don't
Top
want
left.
to see it. You know I'm going to look for it forever and ever now.
It was there, top left, but it's gone now.
It's not there. I have no empirical evidence. I only have your word for it.
It was the boom. It was the boom. It was just kind of here.
Oh, they gone boom.
Very cheap panel.
They're picking on Liz a lot, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dear me.
Oh no, you've triggered a ray phase shift.
You blundering imbecile.
I think you'd best go back to bed.
I think we get the first mention of reverse the polarity.
Ooh.
Not the neutron flow, because as we know, he only ever said that in the Sea Devils. But I think this is the first time Pertwee uses the phrase reverse the polarity. Something he said he liked, which is why it kept being included. Look at Nick Courtney being brilliant.
Right, swing into action.
Yep.
Well done, Doctor. That was a good trick. Except it wasn't a trick.
Yeah. Oopsies. We've actually got 20 minutes. There's no stairs.
No, it's not.
More wearing. Oh, look at that. Telekinesis.
Nice.
That's how a Sea Devil can jump from the sea onto the top of a ship.
And teleport, apparently.
Apparently, yes. Monster acting. Especially monsters who aren't voicing themselves. 50 years from now, 50 years, hang on a second. Just thinking of the Chibnall two-parter.
Right, I'm off then. Ooh.
What we should do is we should stop the commentary right now, so people have got a cliffhanger. Yeah, it's grist to the mill for him. Grist to the mill.
I like seeing the Doctor doing proper, rather than just waving a Sonic around.
Yeah. It's more, well, I was going to say physical, but
Yes.
it's more tangible.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you still fucked it up, Doc. Oh, good grief. I've only just got this body as well. Fusing the control of the neutron flow. There we go.
Well, all good catchphrases that to evolve.
Yeah, exactly.
Oops.
Well, that was pretty.
I mean, decreasing. Chuckling.
Mm.
Laughing. Ha ha ha. Chortling.
And other words that we know. Brave of him.
Yep.
All things
I like the way the
considered.
Silurians have left the door open on their base.
Well, I think he's still got the calling device, hasn't he? Or would they have taken it off him?
Of course. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
could have just used a sonic screwdriver to imitate it.
You tricked us, and I can't walk properly.
Shush! He can't help it. He's doing the best he can.
Been asleep for a long time.
There is that as well. No, Alistair!
Oh no! He opened fire there, and the Doctor was in line of shot.
I think there was a certain amount of wishful thinking on the part of Lethbridge Stewart.
In a minute, he gets to fulfill his wildest fantasies.
Oh yes, doesn't he just? Have you ever tried reasoning with the right wing, Doctor? Doesn't often go well. Or indeed the far left. Lethbridge Stewart knows exactly what's going on right there. He's already had his orders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's not afraid to carry them out.
It's very strange. Oh, right, yeah, he's going back to get equipment and whatever, isn't he? And probably some other scientists.
Right, off you go then. Hadn't you been better leaving already?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We won't touch the base,
No,
honestly.
Honestly. There'll be a certain amount of kinetic touching, but it won't be us.
It won't be us physically touching the base. I promise
Corporal nutting. Great name.
Nothing.
Oh, Alistair.
Um,
So we do have an interesting moral question here. Did Lethbridge Stewart do the right thing by the human race, or did he do the wrong thing? I mean, the
well, this
doctor's
guy's still
idea,
alive.
opening up one at a time, that has a certain amount of merit. But talking to one person is one thing. Eventually there'll be a few of them chatting to each other. You can't keep them solitary all the time.
Here we go.
Oh yes, he's going to put magic potion into it, isn't he? Which he just happens to be carrying on him. And it's into the radiator, bizarrely.
Mm.
Oh, look at when Bessie had a short bonnet. She looked so much nicer. Little bit of comedy. Gurgling. Is that how a car works? I'm not sure.
Not really. The radiator is a sealed system.
Right, okay.
And it farts out of those stuff.
Why don't you put it in the trunk at the back?
Blech.
Explosion! Oh, nose.
Shrieking.
Indeed. And that act is going to cause the Doctor problems down the years.
Yeah. Not a happy man.
No. And like I say, if you can get, I think it's one of the Decalogue books, maybe the first one. It's a story in it by Vanessa Bishop called The Straw That Breaks the Camel's Back, set just after this. Because remember, the Doctor and the Brigadier don't really know each other, and they don't trust each other. Not fully.
No. You wonder really why he maintained his relationship with Unit after this.
I think it's fairly obvious, don't you? I mean, he said it in Spearhead. He needs a roof over his head. He needs equipment. There we go, Doctor Who, John Pertwee.
Wow.
It's, hello, Brian's now watching.
Is he?
Yeah.
Hello, Brian.
Indeed. Hello, Brian, indeed. Yep. Right. I know this isn't the Flashing Blade, but what did we think of it?
Well, it's a classic, isn't it? I mean, I'd read the book The Cave Monsters so many times before I actually even saw this.
Yeah.
It was ingrained in me,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it lives up. I think it lived up. I've never found myself disappointed by it in any way.
Do you think the whole feeling about season 7, the very fact that it is 3 7-parters as well as the 4-parter, but that they dragged, do you think that's real? Because I don't really. There's possibly a little bit of repetition in Ambassadors of Death, but after that.
So I'm not super familiar with Ambassadors of Death. I've obviously seen it, but I think I've only watched it once or twice.
Oh, you're in for a treat then.
Inferno I've watched a number of times. This I've watched a number of times. Spearhead I've watched a number of times. Ambassadors of Death, I think I've only ever watched it twice. And it was one of the later books to come out. I wasn't overly familiar with the story. Not like The Cave Monsters, which was one of the first, one of the earlier Target books.
It was one of the very first Target books, wasn't it?
So, it's not a story that I've really got ingrained in me so much.
I think the book does it justice, and vice versa. The book does fill in a lot of background, but Malcolm Hulke's already put some of that into the story itself. We'll have to do Ambassadors of Death at some stage. Okay, next Friday, we're taking the week off. And we will be back in 2 weeks with episodes 1 and 2 of Doctor Who and the Sea Devils and Sea Monsters.
And land parasites.
No, I'm not going to allow that one. You're going to have to wait for that one. All right? It's Doctor Who and the Sea Devils and the Sea Monsters. That'll be in 2 weeks' time. Friday nights normally, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Sunday is The Flashing Blade, our main show, where we will be looking at the Doctor Who story Heaven Sent. Sin and I will be trying to let you know what happened at Big Finish Day. We'll also be looking at the Firefly episode, Our Mrs. Reynolds, as well as an Out of the Unknown, whose title escapes me. I have done none of this so far.
No, me either.
I am, and the thing is, I'm not going to be able to do it Saturday. So tomorrow,
lapse of time.
I can find out. I can find out.
Hang on. Oh well, I'm probably going to be watching Firefly in a minute.
Not bad, do. Some lapse of time. Nicely done. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. I really enjoy doing these. It's a bit of fun. Like I say, I'll be back with the Sea Devils in 2 weeks. Sunday, 9 p.m, 4 p.m, I say at the Flashing Blade. And if you're at Big Finish Day Saturday, please feel free to come and say hello. We're both chaperones for the day. Sin's looking after Mark Wright and our very own Dominic. I'm looking after Benji Clifford and Howard Carter. I've got the whole elephant in the room thing to try and work out. That's going to be difficult. And hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to Steve Noonan. Sit down, have a nice cuppa and talk Hartnell. That'll be fun. Yeah. Oh, and John Culshaw now I think about it. I've never had a chance to talk to John Culshaw. Worked with him, but we weren't. It was all done remotely. Oh, well. Right, we're going. We've got to come up with an ending for this, some sort of end titles. Because, I'm using the Doctor Who opening that I use for The Flashing Blade as the opening for this, simply because I love it. But we haven't got a closing...
The ending should be a clip from Earthshock of Adric's freighter smashing into the planet and killing the dinosaurs.
I was thinking more of a general ending for our shows. Though I have to admit, the idea of repeating that every week has a certain appeal. And apparently chat is agreeing with you, Sin.
I am wise beyond words.
Okay. Right, I'm going away. Yeah, we're going to be doing silly hours over the next couple of days. So, sorry.
Yawning in anticipation.
Auntie who?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we stopping off on the way up?
Yeah, we'll be stopping at Rugby.
Excellent.
Only for about 20 minutes, just for a quick charge to get us to Derby and back to Rugby afterwards, where we'll stop for a full charge.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Other sports are available.
Probably not with electric chargers, though. Wouldn't have thought so. Shall we go?
Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. It is a very good story. We're very lucky. And then we'll be doing the Sea Devils, like I say, and I can't wait. Say goodnight, Sinister.
Good night, Sinister.
To our loves.